all my fairy friends. My name is Fairy Belle, and I'm a book fairy. And today we're going to be reading a story called Home. In a snowy mountain village, my family had lived peacefully for hundreds of years. Until the day soldiers came to our door. Leave now. Papa had tears in his eyes. I shivered, and Mama made sure I had my warmest coat. Everyone from our village was marched down the main street as our empty houses stood guard, making dark shadows. Gravel crunched under my boots as we trudged to the train station. All of our belongings were checked. Mama's jewelry was taken. My heart pounded. My heart locket held the voices and songs of our village. I'll keep my treasure safe, I promised. The heart locket whispered, "Be brave." Everyone from our village was crammed onto a train that journeyed for days. Papa had bought apples. Mama prayed, and I curled up tight. The heart locket whispered, "Stay together." The train halted and we were lined up on a platform. I stood between Mama and Papa. I clasped their hands as we were taken into town to a large building. Crowded inside this holding place, everyone waited. I slept on the floor. "We'll be home by Christmas," Papa promised. Weeks later, we were moved to a camp deep inside a forest, tucked far away. The heart locket whispered, "Be strong." I nodded. We built fires, made shelters, and shared food. I picked mushrooms and collected sticks. Time passed slowly. Everyone from our village huddled together to stay warm and took turns tending the fire. The heart locket whispered, "Sing our songs." I burst into song and voices joined in. The heart locket whispered, "Home is within." My dress twirled as we practiced our village dances together, sparking memories of home until officers forced us all onto another train that carried us across the border. I trembled as I saw land where many buildings and homes had been destroyed. Our snowy mountain village with the scent of pines was lost forever. Papa's shoulders drooped. Mama's hand gently steadied him. I was heavy inside with sadness. The heart locket whispered, "Have hope." We arrived at a town overflowing with people who had nowhere to go. Our family was lucky. A farmer took us to work in his fields, but Papa never gave up searching for a better place. Mama became quiet. I dug turnips. The heart locket whispered, "Papa will find something." I told Papa about a poster in town. One day, Papa finally had news. "We're going to a new country where we can make a new life." Mama and I hugged. "No more turnips," I smiled. The heart locket whispered, "Change." We sailed on a long journey with many others who wanted to leave behind the tears of war. At times, flying fish leapt beside the ship. Longings for a new beginning filled my days. The heart locket whispered, "Happiness." Eventually, the ship docked in Melbourne. As I leaned over the railing full of wonder and awe, the heaviness disappeared. There would be friends, and school, and no more knocks upon the door. The heart locket whispered, freedom. My heart soared. Just like Papa had promised, we were home for Christmas. Mama baked torts sat upon the table. I loved my school and playing in the sunshine with my friends. And now, when I open my heart locket, it beats with 2 drums. One for a village lost, and one for my new, free home. And that's the end of the story. Thank you very much for listening to my story, and thank you very much for believing in me. And never forget that I believe in you too.